You find sometimes you're clapping for your sister, but deep down, you're wishing it was you in that very moment. What do you think brings out jealousy towards sisterhood?
I compare myself and I feel like I'm lagging behind, and I start to question my capability. That is what I feel.
Don't you think he comparison inaletanga jealousy? You start comparing and then later on you start being
Not
jealous.
jealousy
You will not show it all. You will not show it. But you will find yourself, you're clapping for your sister or your brother, and you will be feeling, I wish that could be me. No one can love you like a sister can, and no one can hurt you like a sister can.
Different pages, different pages, different pages, different pages, same book, same book. Different pages, different pages, different pages, different pages, same book.
What's up? What's up? Welcome, guys. Welcome back.
Different pages, same book podcast.
And today we are going to be discussing all about sisterhood. The unspoken, the messy, the chaos that involves sisterhood. Welcome.
Hi guys. Welcome one more time. Mwendele kukuja. Don't forget to subscribe kindly and follow us on all of our socials indicated down below.
Okay, let's kick it off.
Yes.
Don't you think no one can love you like a sister can, and no one can hurt you like a sister can?
I'm going to disagree on the first one and agree on the second one.
Why?
Why?
No one can love you more than the only person that can love you that much is your mother.
Mother, for sure.
Then from there, for sure, your siblings, your mother, your father, they can all hurt you. Yes, so for sure your sister can. How did you phrase it?
I said no one can love you like a sister can, and no one can hurt you like a sister can.
I agree, no one can hurt you like a sister can. But abo kwa love, kwanza for sure, if you've grown up in an untoxic home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mother's
love is so.
But don't you think sisters love deep? It's just that they love differently.
Not all.
Not all.
Not all
Are you
sisters
sure?
love.
Not all.
You've not met toxic sisters. They're there. You've not even had stories.
Tena, it's when you hear of a mother not loving their child, it's like mind blowing. It's shocking.
Yeah, it's shocking.
But how many
as
times do you hear siblings are quarreling? Siblings don't like each other. They don't love each other, and it doesn't come as a shock because it's the same thing in almost every other family.
But don't you think the quarrel, the chaos in between sisters and brothers will always be there?
It will.
Even when they love each other so deep, they will never lack disagreements.
For sure.
Don't you think so?
For sure.
It will be there.
So you cannot judge the love because of being always in arguments and always having a chaotic relationship with your sister.
You can. There are some siblings who hate you like hate. Like it's real hate. They are there.
In very many families, actually, even our viewers know
Real
their
hate.
families are not perfect.
Like I genuinely hate you.
With siblings, especially.
It's there.
I wouldn't imagine if any one of you hated me that much. Oh my
I
God.
mean, that's why the first statement is true for McKenna, you know?
True, yeah.
Because she loves us unconditionally.
And we love her too.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Why do you
So
think,
the hate is there.
Why do you think you have grown in the same household? Okay, let me phrase it like this. Same home, same household, same everything, but different women are produced in these homes.
I mean, yes, you've born and raised the same way.
with the
given
same
the same-
parents, given the same opportunities and
exactly
everything.
same privileges,
Mhm.
gone through the same hurtful moments. For
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
example, there was quarrels at home. Probably you go through that together. But it all boils down to someone's personality. Everyone is different.
But
Everyone
now
is
what
different,
builds that personality to be different? Cause you have the same everything, same mother, same father, same.
I can actually have something to say towards that. Sometimes you can find that some families,
Mhm.
the siblings are similar in what they like and the things they enjoy.
Mhm.
I'll give an example with our family.
Mhm.
When you look at my mom and our Uncle Mike,
Mhm.
you see their family, that our side of the family is like they have 12 siblings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So along the line of giving birth to 12 children,
Mhm.
some came out who are similar in the things that they like, in their morals, in
things
their
they do,
the things they do, the things that that excite them.
That I agree. But now my question is, why are the other? Is it 10?
Yeah.
Why are the other 10 different?
But even on the other 10, you'll find that there are a few that are similar.
I don't
Why are
think
they
so.
different?
Yeah, why are
It's
they
a mix of
different?
genetics. There's your mom, there's your
there's
dad.
two different
They
people
bring in
who
their
come
complete
together.
ancestral.
Yeah.
Can I bring in the labeling thing for individuals? Like when you're growing, maybe Zaitun is looked at and told, you're the bright one, the smart one, you can do this. And then maybe I'm looked at and I'm told, you're not smart, you're not book smart, and then you even don't, you're not gifted. And then, kuna
It
kuanga
starts
na
to
hizo
get to
labels.
you.
Does that get to you until your character is formed in a certain way? Do you
For
think?
some people, yes, it does. We are all different. So yes, for some people it does.
McKenna, let me
Gets to
ask,
you.
are you trying to say, sorry, my mic, are you trying to say that if scientists came here, they took 2 babies right now, and what they decide to raise them, they give them the same everything, they're all told, you're both smart, you're both beautiful, you're both hardworking, you're both like this, you're both like that. Mind you, those 2 kids are from the same mother,
The same
father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single
Opportunity
is-
and
yes,
every single thing they're told is
Yes.
similar.
all those, we maintain all those factors, test factors, and the only thing we want to see is what is the outcome on those kids when they start being teenagers. When as early as when they are young, you guys know this, you'll start to notice, McKenna, that kids are different as early as when they're young children, babies,
True.
2 years old, 3 years
You'll
old,
find
their
them having
personalities start
different
to show
personalities.
differently.
Yeah.
So we can agree
Unasikia
it's the
mzazi
gene.
amesema it's
Yeah.
genetics. Unasikia mzazi amesema ai na huyu
Anapenda-
ako na story mingi, si kama ndugu
Ule
yake
amenyamaza
Ule
sana.
anakwanga amenyamaza sana. Huyu mara ako sijui ako wapi, unashtuka cause unajua ako all over the place cause their personality is like that. But huyu mwingine unajua tu ako mahali kwa kitanda ameketi, maybe anatumia simu.
Yeah.
You know? Even if it was twins, I went so far when I talked about scientists coming here. Even parents who give birth to twins, identical twins,
They all become different.
They all have different
you can
characters
see their
and
yes,
it's so we can agree it's genes.
it's genetics. It's the way someone is. It's the way that they're born. It's their personality.
Yeah.
And let me ask you, is it because also, why is it that you find out in families, mothers or fathers choose a favorite child? Do you think that contributes in you coming out differently to the society?
Okay. In some families, I don't think there is a favorite one. But us as siblings, we find ourselves saying, maybe you're the favorite one and I'm not the favorite one.
I want to disagree. Most families, you find a mother or father finds, can I use favor? Like, finds himself or herself favoring this child more than the other and vice versa. Do you think it happens. Let's not
I'm trying to think.
sugarcoat
I'm trying to
it.
think. I'm trying to think.
Mm-hmm.
If I had kids, from experience, I would not raise my kids the same way. It is because of this that they might start saying, Mathe anakupenda kuniliko.
Yeah.
Si wendo favorite wa Mathe, and just go talk to her. You see if you'll give us permission to go to Akina so and so.
Yeah.
But then when you talk about permission to kina so and so, that's not raising. Why are you saying yes to this child and not saying yes to the other one?
It's not that I'm saying yes to this child and saying no to the other one.
But the immediate time this sibling is trusting this other sibling to go ask for permission from their mother,
but why is that
they
the case?
are
It's
sure because their mom is going to say yes.
But why is that the case? Because the way you're bringing up those kids is different, because the kids are different. We started by saying the children are different.
Yes.
Personalities are different.
Yeah.
I'm not saying buy this one a phone, don't buy this one a phone. No.
And
I'm
that's
saying
not how
do
I'm
well
putting
in
it.
school, I'll buy you a phone. You who I know is brilliant in school in terms of like this 844. Anyone that's trying and bring out these whole skills and whatnot, not just focus on ile cramming, maths, English, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But with the old system, the 844 system, the way it used to be, for example, if my kids went to that 844 system, I tell them, the smart one, I'll tell the smart one, do well, I'll give you a phone.
Mm-hmm.
This other one who's not so smart, I might give him or her project.
Let me ask you, you're putting it as you. I'm asking you because you're knowledgeable right now and you've been in that family where maybe you're all told the smart one and the non-smart one. You're told, mwenye atakuwa namba fulani, nitampatia kitu fulani. Yet, in the back of your mom's mind, anajua of course, ni wewe utapita ndo utakuwa hii namba.
They know very well huyu hatafika hiyo namba.
But then, now you're talking in the perspective
but let me ask you,
of a mom who's living in the modern age.
But now the disadvantage of going and telling those kids, ati you who's the smart one, ukikuwa number 1, I'll buy you a phone. You, because I know you're not so smart, I won't tell you that as a child, but I'll tell you, when you become top 20, I'll give you a phone. How will you feel? How will you feel?
But then, that's why I'm saying...
In that moment,
mm-hmm.
you feel discriminated upon by your own parents. In that moment, you start feeling, guy, my mom doesn't even have, or my dad doesn't, tumetaja our mothers sana jamani, even our fathers are part of this. Our father doesn't even have, hana imani na mimi, like, a miracle can't happen. They'll feel discriminated upon, and in that moment, you also start drawing prejudice in that. I'm not my dad's favorite. I'm not my mom's favorite.
But then we can still agree that this affects our relationship as sisters and brothers.
I will tell you this from experience.
Mm-hmm.
And from seeing other people's experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I think that parents form favorism with their kids when... It's funny, but favorism starts to show when you see the stubborn child.
Mm-hmm.
You see the child who's not performing, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The child who will sneak out in the middle of the night to go party.
Mm-hmm.
The child who will be caught smoking kishash.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The child who will go to school, drop out, come back and say, I want to do another course.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're back to looking for courses.
Mm-hmm.
The child will get suspended so many times.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the parent chases. I genuinely even feel like I don't even write because I'm not like a scientific like that. But I feel like in that chasing of trying to chase that child and trying to make sure that they don't, for lack of better words,
fall out
their life.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe there's some hormones that get, I don't know, maybe there's some hormones that get released in the system, and they're always thinking about this child. They're always imagining, what...
I have something to say about that. Why is it that mothers are the ones that fall for those kids and dads tend to lean on the smart one, the careful one, the the one who's always
But it
following
can't
all
be
the
all
rules.
the fathers.
I feel like
But
if you look
most
at
of
most
them
homes,
are-
fathers lean on that child. And moms tend to chase, as you've said,
'Cause
the other child.
the mother tries to sympathize with the child and put herself in the child's shoes. So like
How now?
Also,
you don't
remember-
want to make the child feel bad, like a burden or something, because already the dad has chosen sides and you can clearly see that. Your dad doesn't
So
love
we can
you.
agree.
Your dad,
Parents choose their favorite child.
according to our characters.
maybe not
Yes, they
maybe
do.
not knowingly, but as time goes by wanajipata tu.
Oh, damn.
But then
Maybe
you
napenda
said,
Kalina.
you said if you are a mom of two right now, you would never find yourself favoring one child or
Yes.
having a favorite.
I will try and ensure that I don't have a favorite.
Favorite, yeah.
But
How
I have
do you-
also said
how do
I
you
have
ex-
also said
Mhm.
the children will find ways to try and say that mom has a favorite,
Favorites.
dad has a
Yeah,
favorite. And that's why I've given that example that I have given by saying I will maybe, for example, award them differently because they're different
Gifted
people.
different.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're different people as they are,
Mhm.
they're different human beings.
Mhm.
But in that trying to raise them differently because of how different they are,
Mhm.
they're like, oh, okay. What's
Your
your
mom's
cheki?
favorite.
Yes, you see it. You know, you maybe even in that
I
moment tukiambiana ati sheri wendo uongeleshe
Me, I
madhe.
think it's unavoidable, guys. I think as much as you will want to try, the same way you've said there will be different human beings, the same way you've said genetics matter when it comes to forming of character. Believe me, guys, this is unavoidable.
So you
Because you'll
just
still have kids with different characters. So you'll have yourself, huyu anakosea, huyu kila time ako on the right. You'll try to reform this person's character by awarding this one in order for this one to try and reform their character. And then this one will feel, oh, mom loves you more, dad loves you more. I
So
think it's
you-
unavoidable.
in short,
What is
we
the
pata
solution?
tu mtoto mmoja story ishi.
Kupatiwa mtoto mmoja na ukose kumpenda.
That's crazy now.
No.
Unapata tu mtoto mmoja na unakosa kumpenda. Are you sick?
You're just a buddy.
But now
You
we are not
meant
talking
to be a
about
mom.
having. We are not talking
Because
about
that's the only
having kids.
solution.
We are talking about this thing affecting sisterhood and brotherhood.
Okay, but aside from that, the only solution there is to just get one kid.
No, we can agree on this.
'Cause it's
This thing
not
affects
avoidable.
sisterhood.
Yes,
does.
it does.
It does.
It does.
Yes.
It 100%
does. And that's why you find people come out of different character and morals from one home, but you're different. You're so different.
you're
Can we
different.
agree?
Sometimes you will find yourself thinking, hizi mapi inafanyishwa mazee juu tu ni favorite
What
child.
the
Eh? Atienda ukaongea na so juu ni favorite child. Mimi mbona mkujangi kuniongelesha?
Okay.
Mbona?
Okay.
It does.
Let me
It does
ask you-
affect the bonds between siblings.
Siblings.
What
It does.
do you think brings out jealousy towards sisterhood?
Hey.
That can be a lot. Jealousy.
Yeah. Because you might find yourself
Do we have,
you love.
do we
Let
have
me ask you-
jealousy amongst us?
Let
No,
me
we
say
don't. I
before
don't think
you
so.
ask that question. It's not that you're always jealous.
Watu.
It's not like you're jealous like ile ya kama kamchawi somewhere you're like that. You find sometimes you're clapping for your sister, but deep down you're wishing it was you in that very moment.
No.
It happens.
No.
It
does happen. I'm saying it doesn't happen
Maybe to
amongst
other
us.
people.
At least for me, it doesn't.
Yes.
Me, I know where my weakness is when it comes to people in general. Not even you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I have the tendency of And I think it goes back down to what you're saying. Ati mzazi anashinda kwambia you're the smart one, you're the sijui nini, you're the sijui nini. So me, I've always known like I need to be great in this life. So when I see people being great
and successful,
I'm not envious, I'm not jealous. Let me just clarify.
What can you call it?
I compare
You have that
myself.
comparison.
Let me say what it is. I compare myself and I feel like I'm lagging behind and I start to question my capability. That is what I feel. It is not jealousy. It is not kwanza nyinyi mkimake it vile naweza kuwa superstar huko nje. Naweza hata itaitolewa corporate body tuna resign. Tutawekwa na madada zetu wewe. Kwani do we need men in that moment?
But don't you think
do we need
this
work
comparison
utoke kwa insurance?
Sawa. Don't you think he comparison ndio inaletanga jealousy? You know, you start comparing and then later on you start being
not jealousy.
You will not show it all. You will not show it. But you will find yourself, you're clapping for your sister or your brother and you will be feeling, I wish that could be me.
Not I wish
but
that
you
could
can't
be
call
me.
it jealousy.
Where
like,
am I slacking?
Yeah. You just question yourself. You can't call it jealousy.
Guys.
Nakubaliana na wewe lakini. Nakubaliana na wewe. What causes family feuds?
Yeah.
What causes family feuds? And we're not talking about us. Tujitoe hapa. We're looking at families in general. Families that we've interacted with.
Yeah.
Most of the times ukienda home unapata, for example, mzazi amepass, right? In a certain home. Mzazi amepass, huo ndo alikuwa the last parent remaining, so watoto wamebaki, there are 5 kids, 6 kids, 7 kids, 4 kids, even 2 kids.
Yes.
1 kid is well off, the other kid is not well off. Ikifika sasa, let's say, you know how it is in African households, parents don't leave wills, or grandparents don't leave wills, they don't leave their affairs in order, so ni nyinyi mjipange. In that moment in time kipatana, your extended family feels the need to come and help you guys get to an amicable way of maybe splitting, or even amongst you two, you first meet and you decide how we're going to split the whole thing.
Yes.
If it's, let's say, 20 acres of land, 50 acres of land. Well, for some reason, the one that is not doing well will feel the entitlement to get out of 50 acres, they want maybe 40. Why?
Yeah.
Because you're doing who's doing well, why do you need
it? Yes.
50-50 split?
50 split?
Why do you need a 25-25? Or because, ama, you find that because you, who's the lady, si uko na kwa bonako. Right?
Yeah.
So why do we need to
have you getting something?
Exactly. So, and even when you now go to the extended family, kwanza inakuwa even wasizo umewaleta ndo mufike tu ile
sasa ndo wanawadivide kabisa.
Inakuwa wewe ndo you're doing well, but let me just speak my opinion. Even if someone is doing well and this other sibling is not doing well, if it's 50 acres of land, please split equally, 25-25. Okay? Hata kama huyu ni mlevi na ataenda kuuza, acha auze zake. Ni inheritance yake equal. Yeah, akiuza rudi ana mali pa kukaa, hiyo sasa ni shida yake. That's a different discussion altogether. Ama huyu wa 25 mwenye anafanya vizuri, they're doing well in life, they're like, okay, thank you for the 25. Now I can give you my share willingly. Not because it's mandatory, because sijui what. No. In fact, hata mimi naweza hivi nione, out of my 25 acres, fine, I've given my sister 25 acres, mimi nimechukua 25. What will they do with land? Let me sell 5 acres, and give them that money, ama I build them a house, give them a biashara, then even the remaining 25 acres, itawasaidia. You understand? But it should come from their hands.
Willingly.
But that's not how things are. That's not how things are. That is a perfect scenario.
But do you know there are families where they're so tight and they will do such things for each other.
Yeah, they are.
Very few.
But they are.
Very few.
Why are you so certain very few?
Guy.
Out of
Ni mara ngapi umesikia story mzuri?
za sisters na brothers.
Of course, hakuna time yenye
Siblings in a
mtakaa
family.
msikie tu story nzuri mingi. It's always the bad things that are there to be spoken about. Oh, hawa
By the way,
watafanya. Oh,
zenye ziko
hakuna time utapata
outspoken, the
eh,
spoken ones,
the
zile
good
mingi
things
ndio-
every time ndo zinaonge. No way. It's always the bad things.
Ndio
The,
watu
oh,
waongelelea.
wameng'ang'ania. Oh, wamekataa kupeana. Oh, sijui the will. Oh, nini. So,
But
you
Ni
can't be
mara
sure.
ngapi mmesikia the phrase ati kila family iko na shida zake. And when you heard when you hear kila family iko na shida zake,
it doesn't mean
What does it
lazima
mean?
no, it
hapo
doesn't
kwa
mean
nini?
lazima ikuwe ni disputes amongst them. Wanaweza kuwa wako na shida zao, maybe wao kuwa wagonjwa. Iko shida zao, maybe wao at some point.
You never know.
these guys are sugarcoating it for you.
What are
Let
we
me say,
sugarcoating?
every time you hear, most times when you hear kila family iko na shida zake,
Huwezi jua ni
the
shida
things that
gani.
come to someone's mind naturally, ama most of what
Ni
goes on is
disputes among
disputes among
siblings.
family members.
Yeah. And
Among
Yes,
parents
but-
and their
siblings.
children,
Yes,
among
but-
siblings, disputes. And what are those those disputes come as a result of favorism.
Mhm.
They come as a result of vitu kama
You-
inheritance.
Yeah, you all develop
They come
different characters.
as a result of entitlement.
Yeah.
But still, you can't be sure. Ni
Kai,
Shida
huyu msichana,
gani?
huyu Gen Z anaishi unaishi dunia gani wewe?
Anyway, moving on. Do
Mi
you
nawashu.
think marriage, motherhood affects sisterhood? Sip some
Marriage.
water. Sip some
sips water.
Sip the water.
Sisterhood, does it affect sisterhood? Does it affect brotherhoods?
Yeah.
Hey,
I do think so.
acha nikuambia, the other
I
day,
do think so. Yeah.
Why?
Mhm.
the other
Go
day,
ahead.
see, I was home. You guys didn't come home for Christmas.
Mhm.
Tukiwa home, Zach ananiambia.
Sema.
Zach is our brother. I think we'll keep mentioning Zach in
Yeah.
this podcast. Get used to it,
You'll
guys.
hear.
Zach ananiambia ati umeonanga ati bibi akiolewa first thing anafanya ni kutenga bwana na familia.
Wow.
Namuuliza
Wow.
Is it true?
No.
aya hivyo ndo alinishow.
I don't think
Now,
so.
going back to your question, you've asked, does marriage
Affect sisterhood.
sisterhood?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. If it was your brother, my brother. If it was my brother, I'd ask him, is it because you're married? He's not married, by the way, guys. Because you're married, do you think that your wife has affected my relationship with you?
Okay, me, I think how it's affected. It's because people decide not to respect boundaries and the hierarchy of life. The immediate time
Yeah, they need to know.
I'm married.
That's just
I came first.
Yeah.
I came first.
No.
Yes.
Except I still love you, but the hierarchy has changed. Now it's my
Still.
spouse.
The hierarchy of life changes.
Yeah.
right now.
Now it's my
Bruh.
spouse.
Ebu,
Then my children. Then the
Then-
rest.
let's
What?
explain this hierarchy of
I
life.
do
Let's
love
explain it.
you, but right now, just know the hierarchy has changed. Go ahead.
The hierarchy of life?
Yeah.
In my opinion, the hierarchy of life, as if you're a single person,
Mhm.
of course you're a priority, but your parents come in as priority number
True.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then your siblings come in as priority number two.
Mm-hmm.
Then, assuming you get a child, you're not even married.
Mm-hmm.
Your child becomes priority number one. Then your siblings become priority. No, then your parent
Your
becomes
parent.
priority number two.
and
Then your
your
siblings
siblings.
priority number three.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you get married,
Crazy.
assuming you didn't have a child, assuming you've not had a child in that marriage, your partner becomes priority number one. then your parents become priority number 2, then sips water. Watu wamekata hiyo story.
No.
Then your siblings become priority number 3. Then the immediate time you get a child, your child becomes priority number 1. Then your partner becomes priority number 2. Then your parents, then your siblings.
No. Spouse is the second, not your children.
So who's the first?
I am the first. I am the first priority.
That's why I started by saying.
Then my spouse is the second. Then my children.
That's why I started by saying.
What do you mean your children?
Wait a minute, guys. I started by saying, of course, you're a priority, but we are looking at these people on an independent scale.
But then you cannot put the child before the spouse.
Why?
I've said child then spouse.
Why?
Yeah, you've said child then spouse.
Yes.
Me, I'm saying spouse then child.
Let me ask you. Yes, please explain.
Why? Your spouse then your child.
Yes.
Na mneza achana bro.
I met my husband in order to make this child. We tukiachana wacha tuachane, hierarchy then it change. Me, I'm talking whereby this is a perfect marriage. Okay, there's no perfect marriage. I'm putting it as the marriage yenye mko strong. I met this person in order to make this child. This child, once they are grown, they will go meet another person and make their own family. Who am I left with? My spouse. So my spouse will always come second. And this is where we fail. When I'm not saying I don't love my child that much. I love my child to the core. But remember, my spouse will always come second because huyu ndo mtu tuna struggle na ye life to achieve whatever we are achieving, to build the legacy that we're trying to build, to build the world we are trying to build. Yes, itafika point. Atukosangi kuna marriage point mutasikia mnataka muachane, munasikia mnataka yani kutakuwa na hizo chaotic moments. But the spouse comes second. If you want to build a healthy home,
your spouse and your child should come second person.
No, put your spouse the second person and build a legacy for this child that you have.
I disagree.
Let me ask you a question. No, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this before you continue. Do you think once you are old and your spouse is here, who will you be spending more time with?
That's different.
It's your spouse.
That's different.
So your child
so kwani hierarchy inapangwa based on who you'll be spending life with.
No, I'm not saying
that's not how it is.
No, inapangwa na who you love
that's
most.
That's not how. No, it's about the stages in life that you're going through.
Then which stage?
There's a time. That's why I started by saying when you're single. In that stage and moment, you've only ever known your siblings and your parents.
Parents, yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Only ever known. You know for sure. You have a child probably, or you have a husband probably, but you've not gotten there yet. But once you get there, that doesn't mean at now, because now I'm no longer spending my life with my parents, or I'm no longer spending my life. I don't think that's the line of thought.
Let me ask you now.
Let me just put a scenario. Let me put a scenario.
Zinatufanya. Say.
Acha tu niulize swali. Na nyote mtajibu hii swali. You're in a situation where your partner wants to go to school and your child also wants to go to school.
Okay.
Your child is going to an international school. Mm-hmm. Your partner also needs to go to a good school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Your partner probably ajasomea akufanya undergrad. So akiingia shule anaingia how many years?
4 years.
Ama hata tuseme anataka sasa kuchange career, anataka kuwa daktari. Anaenda shule miaka ngapi? 6-7 years.
Yeah.
Mtoto wako pia akona anataka kuingia shule. All you've ever wanted for your child is for that child to go to a beautiful school.
Yeah.
In that moment in time, you sit down with your spouse, with your partner, and you look at your books, your finances. You're like, there's no way we can afford for both you and our child to go to school, all these nice schools.
Mm-hmm.
How do you decide? What do you decide?
You
have to pick one. Don't start saying, sijui nini. Pick one.
We
The
give
child.
the child the opportunity.
And in that
first.
sense, your child is priority number one.
For
I'm
us both.
not saying
For us both. Let me
Okay, so if
get
it was your
this right.
decision to make, you alone, what will you...
Still, my child will go first.
Exactly.
But
That's why your
it
child
doesn't mean
comes first.
my spouse come first, then my child comes. Wacha nikwambie,
If
mimi
that's the
nasemea,
case,
if your spouse
Basi
didn't
si-
agree, if your spouse
Let
didn't
me-
agree, if your spouse said, skiza,
I'll still fight for my child.
why? Then what? That's what we're saying.
Because your
But
child
find
is
that
your
high
Let
main
me ask
priority.
you a question. To agree hivi, hierarchy yenyewe inafaa kuaje? To assume sasa basi leo amna
Mko
watoto.
sure hierarchy hata
gani?
Makena
wrong.
unajua na confuse hierarchy na nini?
Na?
Makena na confuse na ile story ya venye siku hizi. Okay, which is true. The way people nowadays say, I have to work on myself first so that I can work on the person that I have to feed first is me before I feed my family. Ama the person that I have to take care of my mental health.
Correct.
It's true, sikatai.
Yeah.
But that is different.
Why
That is not saying you'll always be that's why I said take yourself outside of the equation.
Mm.
If you have food on a plate and you're starving and you're hungry and in the streets and your child has been crying the whole
I'll
day.
give the child my food.
Why? Because they will always be
Be
a
your first
priority.
priority.
So what?
Not even
Wait
your
a
first.
minute.
They are your
Wait
priority.
a minute. So what's the hierarchy?
Hierarchy hakuna.
Let me
Na hata ni
say,
wrong. Na
child,
hata hamjui.
Partner, parent,
Mm.
sibling. That is the hierarchy.
I still stand for if you have a spouse, children, parent, siblings.
Mi nipe tu scenario yenye utaweka huyo spouse akiwa priority number 1 to the child. Ndio sasa tu argue. Ndio sasa
But
tuseme
Child ndo anakam second.
Hii hierarchy.
Sasa
hivi useme
Wait.
hapana.
Hii hierarchy
Hii hierarchy
isemekani na the one you love most.
inasemekana na
Inasemekana that's the hierarchy of life.
Don't worry, Makena. We know you love your daughter. That one is clear.
we know.
You should watch this in a few years.
But see, it's
Amani, your
wrong.
mom loves
It's
you.
clearly wrong.
But even though hierarchy ukua,
Give me a
Hatujakataa.
scenario,
Hata
Makena.
ukiangalia
but
scenarios unaona tu
wewe
iko
mwenyewe
wrong.
ndio utaform hii hierarchy kivyako, but hierarchy ya
Okay.
ukweli inatokanga
Ya
wewe.
ukweli, what do you mean ya
Why does
ukweli?
why does your parent
Si ni
why
watu
does
tu
your
kasi
parent
si walimeki hierarchy.
to spouse na watoto? Why does your parent come before your sibling? Why?
Because they are my parents.
Because I'm your
Hii
sibling.
sasa
Hata mimi
hata-
usinieke first. As I'm
Tutoke kwa hii
saying,
topic
hii
sasa.
hierarchy
Because they are my
imemekiwa tu na
parents.
watu kaa sisi, right? Tunaweza mkalio tuseme acha to make hierarchy ingine.
Hapana.
Unajua pia
It's
kuna
it's not something.
wacha
it's not
nikwambie
something to think of.
kuna mtu
It's the fact of life and the reality
It's not
of
the
life.
fact of
Ndio
Ndio
life.
maana utapata
The
mtu
fact of life to me.
amekuwa kazi for example.
The fact of life, what do you
The
mean?
fact of life basi inasema hierarchy mwenye ako wa kwanza ni wewe and then your spouse. Hiyo ndio the fact of life.
And it's
But wewe
wrong.
unaweza ipanga vile unataka. Kuna mwenye anasema sahi hierarchy yake ni sibling and then parent. Juu maybe huyo
Basi-
sibling wake ndio amemsee through life.
Basi,
Sure. But we were
it's very
talking
few
about
people
a
who
perfect family,
use the
guys. Come on.
life ama
Yeah, the
nimeitaje?
perfect family
See.
is spouse,
To see.
Spouse,
children, then parents and then
No.
yeah.
No.
Na mimi wacha
At no
niwaambie.
point will you find
Ndio maana
a parent,
utapata mtu atasema
a perfect family setup. They're sitting down there like, you know, ati hii pesa ilikuwa ya tunaangalia needs. Ilikuwa ya nguo za Christmas. Acha niseme nguo za Christmas. Nguo za Christmas by the way zinakuanga very important kwa watu hii. Mimi nakumbuka Christmas time nilikuwa na
mambo ya nguo za Christmas. Tuseme
That I
hivi.
need.
Tuseme
Okay, acha ni change.
tuseme
School
hivi.
fees.
To agree.
School fees
Mm.
is a need. Your child
Yeah,
has
it
to
is.
go to school.
Yes.
At now you decide because hii pesa imekuja and there's something else you need to do. You gamble your child's school fees so that you invest in ati a business idea ati itakuwa imejipa tutaweza kulipa fee. You never find such gamblings. Why? Because your child is a priority. Gamble with some other money somewhere.
Okay,
For
let's
doing
Gamble
just
whatever.
with your car.
Yes.
let's just
Gamble
agree.
with your property. But don't gamble with
Let's just
trust
agree.
in our watoto. We've been saving towards them attaining 18
Their
years, then they'll
future.
get that trust
Yes.
fund.
Okay.
And then now you're there saying, ati,
Tutoe.
kuna ile trust fund, ati tufanye
Chatutea
sijui.
kaka dogo.
No.
Sasa basi to agree tu hierarchy ni wewe utaipanga.
Hey,
Lakini chenye
utapata kuna mtu
kinafanya
anafuata hiyo
sibling-
hierarchy
Hierarchy
of
yako
life.
shiriko aje.
chenye kinafanya huyo
wacha.
sibling afeel ni kama muna drift ni kwa sababu tu hierarchy uchange. Au mchuki au jacha kumpenda lakini hierarchy tu itachange. The immediate time marriage is involved, the immediate motherhood is
And
involved.
people don't understand that.
And now that's the thing that siblings don't respect.
Yes.
What do you mean we don't respect?
You need to respect that boundary. Ndo maana
That your
utasikia.
spouse is coming first before me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No comment.
Yes. They understand why your parent comes first because even for you, there's this same parent that is first before you is the same parent who is first before me.
Mm-hmm.
But when now you introduce to
Before we continue, I want us to have
Niko moto manzi. Niko moto.
hierarchy.
Spouse.
Number one.
a fire
Sangapi?
round between us. Let me ask, who's most likely to say sorry the first between us?
So,
I think it's me.
yeah, it's you.
I'm likely to say sorry, but I think it's to me still.
Okay, maybe one of you.
You?
Actually,
Actually,
Stop thinking
I
so
don't think
much.
we like it's us. We have to pick one person. We have no
Yeah.
one to pick
Why?
because you're all hard-headed. What do you mean?
No.
Why?
I say sorry when need be.
do you?
I do.
McKenna, I can
How
count
many-
the number of times you've told me sorry in my life. I have how many years now in this life?
Oh my good Jesus. To be in middle
Wait,
of
wait,
the
wait, what?
arguments that we have. Sipatangi, hakuna time nakwambianga, hey, by the way, basi uko right, pole.
Mi
nimesema.
ushainiambia.
Kwa
Nimesema.
sababu hakuna time unakuanga right.
Girl.
Guy, you
No,
know, whether me, I'm
no.
talking a lot of my mother tongue in this podcast. Kasirika.
Sindio.
Kasirika.
What do you mean?
On to the next.
Cancel
No.
this girl.
See.
Who holds grudges longer?
But you see, McKenna, no, let's go back to that. Before you and I say sorry, tutakuwa tume go back and forth for how long?
For how long?
For a
Mm,
long
but
time
like,
to say
like,
sorry.
Before that's why I've said
We
I
need
can't
to
say-
have fact shows before we say sorry to each other and agree to one thing. Lazima ulete facts
But it
zako,
doesn't come
nilete
easy.
facts
That's my
zangu.
point. That's why nimesema
So,
nobody.
hakuna.
Okay, sawa, nobody.
Because hakuna wakati
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Kusema, "You."
Who holds grudges longer?
Wewe.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Who is more important?
Oya, hiyo hataja argue. Yes, me. Let's
Let's move on. No. Who's most likely to not hold a grudge for a long time?
Me,
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
because
right.
she's
cause
because she's
I don't
carefree.
know. You're just carefree.
Yeah.
na tutaishi tu na wewe
Me,
na
I
niko hapo
feel,
nimekutamia
but me, I feel
nimekutamia.
like Sherry
I don't
huwa
have-
anaficha emotions zake.
No, I don't have that heart of carrying. Nimekubeba tu ati. Nimekubeba.
There's a reason
don't-
I hold grudges for a long time. It's even because of my upbringing.
But maybe it can also
Me,
depend.
I've had it the hard way, guys. And when I said there is even sometimes jealousy is involved in sisterhood, I've been jealous of how you've had it easy when growing up.
You
Yeah,
know,
more
you're
than
catching
I have.
bullets
Bullets.
like
Choo, choo, choo.
Okay, let's move on.
No, it's okay. Me, I want to hear this. This is part of sisterhood. This is part of you gently telling us what you normally
I love you so much.
The things that you'd like to say that they're not easy to hear.
I love you so much, but there are some points I have been jealous. I won't lie.
Because she has it easy.
Yeah. You
Her
had
life
it
is
easy all through.
Sasa una shida ya firstborns.
But in automatic, nakupenda lakini niko jealous. I wish I had it easy also. Maybe I would have different characters. I would live differently.
You think you'd be a different person?
Yeah, I would be a different person. But it's not that I hate the person I am
Okay.
like right now.
I think I see why McKenna asked us the very first question in terms of, do you think like favorism and to do what? Maybe something that I would like to point out is, of course, personalities are inborn and personalities are inborn, but characters are built
And nurtured.
through experiences, through how
you're brought up,
how you're brought up, through the things that you like go through
in life,
your joyful moments, your sad moments. Those are the things that build your character. And those are the things that will now, it gels with your personality and it becomes, it makes you who you are. Yeah.
That's why you find me.
I see what you meant to the first point.
Let's move on. Who is more emotional?
See, we know.
Who?
You.
My goodness.
Me, I'm emotional.
You.
It's you.
You're the
It's
most.
you.
The most. Yes, she is, but you're the most.
Why
I'm
do you
not-
say so?
Because Trini nakuanga too emotional all the time.
But
How?
emotion in what
Why?
sense?
In what
Abu
sense?
mwambie watu huko si eti emotional nimelilia vijana huko nje please.
Okay.
Emotional in what
Please.
sense?
Like you're sensitive about things. Things that concern you. Things that matter to you, so you become so sensitive. And you're not so emotional. You get?
Okay.
Sija grow out of that. I feel like I've really
Na
tried
feel
to
at the
grow out of
moment
it.
ni mimi. Yeah, I think pia motherhood contribute. Unapatanga unakuwa more sensitive and more emotional. So hata saa zile you're going through stuff and it's your own stuff, it will be like my burden. I'll cry a lot more than you will cry. Can that be put as I am more emotional?
Like you empathize with someone so
with
much more.
everything.
The question is, do things get to you emotionally very easily?
Yes, they do.
I feel like it's McKenna.
It's
Because
McKenna.
let me tell you, kwanza me nowadays,
When ni gangster baby.
I can be very...
Kuna incidents nimekumbuka ndo maana nimerudi nikasema ni mimi. Mimi ndo mu-emotional. It's me.
You know, by the way, vitu sikatai, I used to be very emotional. It used to eat me up. And I remember even one time, my mom, akanipigia simu, nilimpigia simu, I was in Strathmore at that time, akanicall. Mi nilimcall, tulikuwa tumefukuzwa class juu tulishindwa kucode. Okay? Nikainua, tulikuwa first year, tulikuwa class, the class went on, I'm trying to remember this memory correctly. The class went on, tukakuja, tukapewa quiz, na huyo mwalimu, tukafanya, it was C++ programming, I've never forgotten. Tukangangana, watu wakaanza kupata. But so watu wengi walipata, out of like a class of 30 people, I think 3 people got it. We stayed in that class wewe. Mwalimu akasema, huyo mwalimu akasema, if you're having a hard time, please raise your hand. Me, I'm thinking I'm in campus bwana. Tushatoka high school.
If you're having a hard time, get out.
Si usikie.
Get
What's
out.
the story? Tuliambiwa raise your hand. Tukaraise our hands. Tukaambiwa stand up. Tukastand up. Tukaambiwa tokeni.
Oh my
Yes.
good Jesus.
Yes.
What the hell?
Because that's what I'm saying. I thought I'm in campus now. Things are not as serious as high school.
Yeah.
Maybe tutambua tu, come and get more notes. You know, such things. Tuliambiwa get out. Tulitoka class mzima. Tulikuwa about 29, 30 students. Tukacha machali watatu. Na tulikuwa madem 9 peke yake hiyo class. Tukatoka. when we left, I was like, guy, what kind of school have I come to? What is this? Even though campus, it's like high school all over again. I called my mom. I was crying. You see, I took that thing on an emotional, like,
level,
I took it so seriously. My mom straight up told me, after she listened to why I was crying, I think alichoka. Alikuwa zile za msichana it's too much. She said straight, I have never forgotten. Oh my goodness. Akaniambia, ukiendelea hivi, basi utaishingi umelia. You will always cry and cry in this life. Because life is not fair.
Looking back, you were so emotional.
I was.
You've grown.
I have grown. I used to cry over what? Nothing. Absolutely
and you used to be
nothing.
So mad over everything.
Zach ni birthday. Mind it's Zach's birthday. It's his birthday. And we are going to celebrate him in school. Venye tuko naletwa makeki shule nini tunakata makeki shule. Mother amembuy gift na kambuy card. Mimi narudi home nikilia. Kwa nini sina gift?
Nani birthday?
Na sina card. Nani birthday brother? Even my brother put up with a lot of shit by the way.
No, that name came from your mom.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like calling her right. These guys are like, my mom can't call me that.
She will murder me when she sees
really?
this episode. Yeah. But ulikuwa unakasirika.
I used to catch feelings. I genuinely nilikuwa na
tulikuwa tuna trade na wewe.
Nilikuwa nakasirika. Nilikuwa na get emotional over really nothing. So, and you know what? I've never forgotten this. And you know, when you remember a childhood memory, you know it was a significant.
Yeah.
That time, nikarudi home, I was crying. So, when I got home and I was crying, nini madhana shanga nini shida na mtoto. Do you know, I think I had done that so many times. My mom had a card and a gift for me because she was prepared.
But you've grown.
She was prepared.
Why I'm saying you've grown, there's so many times you've also called me crying over BS.
Stupid thing.
Yeah. Crying over BS. Not even boyfriend.
Mtu ananiambia
kitu. Watu wanalia huku nje juu ya my man. Huko hapo unalia vitu haziko.
Who gives tough love? Sherry?
Who gives
tough
what?
Love?
Yeah.
Like we receive her love in a tough way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me, I feel like you buckle up a lot that even your emotions, you give tough love. I mean,
no, it's true. It's true. She's never open about her
how she feels,
what she wants.
Yeah.
Mpaka saa zingine tunaona ni kama tunakuonea. Because tuna insist tuongeleshe, but you're not talking to us. Ama uko na best friends wengine sasa utoke kwa podcast.
Na feeling ni kama anakuanga na best friends.
Best friends wa gani?
Unakuanga na mabest wenye unashanga na wao. Cause leo hata tuambo tu share mambo zako. Hakuna kitu tunaweza share. Jua ushare.
But that's concerning because you're not supposed to.
Because Mimi, when it comes to Tuni, I'm an open book. Like you can easily ask her anything. When it comes to me to you, I'm an open book. You can easily
answer
anything. But when it comes to you, oh my good Lord. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Who disappears when life gets harder?
Me. Is it me or you? Sherry?
I think it's Sherry.
Disappear in what sense?
You unapotea tu, uongei sana, unakaa tu like
upendi kutaku hardship at any point.
Kwanza unakuwa gangster excess.
Upendi kutaku hardship at any given time. Unapenda tu maisha iflow. Na na feeling through that, me I feel one day you will end up having to go to therapy because okay, mi therapist wangu nyinyi wawili mko hapa. Mi nitalia, niseme shida zangu, tulie,
na
tumalize.
2026 watu waende therapy kwa the real therapist.
Yeah. I think we should. But when it comes to you, wewe una eritu umalize. Si hii situation ni hard na ni mbaya. Tutaidiscuss, utakuwa zile za we bora tumalize. We even you.
But
you
then
have
what
nothing
normally
to
goes on in
say.
your mind? Please just share. We're talking. Probably it's something that's affecting you, and you can see we're trying to advise you. What goes on in your mind in that moment?
I don't see it like I don't tackle the hard things. I do. Okay, maybe I don't do it the best, but I try to tackle them.
In your own way.
Yeah. Maybe the way you tackle it, it's not how I'll tackle it. So naona ni kama,
Can you give us an example of a situation where you've ever tackled something in that sense?
Right now, nothing is coming on mind, so we move on swiftly.
That's not like her. Unaweza kuaje?
We move on
Nothing is
swiftly.
coming to mind. On mind. Yeah.
Next.
Wewe. Okay, guys, do you think growth affects sisterhood? And now I'm talking growth in terms of, we are growing in different directions.
Yeah.
Do you feel kuna vitu ulikuwa una-admire from your sister and right now you don't admire them anymore because you've grown?
Things that I'm just trying to think. Things that you didn't admire and now you're seeing and now you're admiring because they're changing.
Yeah. Because now
I feel like growth altogether is unsettling for everyone. It can affect sisterhood. It can affect any relationship really. That's why even in marriages, for those who are married, you find that when people are growing inside the marriage and they're not keen to clock its growth, they start growing apart because of the changes. So similarly, even
in different directions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even similarly with sisterhood and what we have here and what other people have going on in their circles, when people are growing and they're not able to catch up with the change and the growth,
it becomes a challenge.
Something else also, if someone is growing and they're doing so well in life and the other person is not doing so well in life and they're not keen to hold that person's hand and walk with them as they're growing, I'm not saying at you elevate them to your level, no. Just walk with them. You'll find that this person who's not doing well will be left behind. So you who's grown, what's going to happen is that, you who's not grown rather, what's going to happen is that you'll start to notice that your sister or your brother is now in these circles that are beyond your means. You cannot afford being in these circles. You cannot afford going to these places. So you will not hang out with that person more. And in that essence, you grow apart. And that's what I'm saying. This sibling or this sister who's doing well or who's changed or who's growing in this way, not as in terms of financially, you need to hold this other person so that they're able to walk with you in your change and in your growth. Similarly, this person who's watching their sibling grow, they need to be aware that, okay, this is happening. My sister just got married and she's pregnant, for example. This is the direction in which her life is going towards.
Mm-hmm.
I can't sit back and watch her. I have to journey with her, not walk with her.
Do you think that most siblings journey with their siblings whenever they are growing? Cause unapatanga most siblings kama sahi tuseme we uanze ku make it and maybe tuseme mimi bado I'm still living the carefree. Let's say I'm the carefree one. I'm still living the carefree life.
Mm-hmm.
Si una feelingi ni kama huyu mtu atake the chance ama atake the chance to change. So una feel wewe uji withdraw because una feel ni kama ukijinvolve na shenanigans zake atakupull down. Most siblings do that.
I don't even think ati atakupull down. I think ni
una feelingi choose peace of mind.
choose peace of mind, una feel, now me, I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired of fighting over this person. They are now grown, but they still making the same mistakes and the same, don't you think?
But I think in an ideal setup, it's good to work with each other. That's why I've said, this one should see,
yes,
okay, my life is changing.
Let me ask you, what if una work with this sibling, and this sibling doesn't see it and does not
then
even
that's a different
effort
topic
to change. They
Yeah.
don't put.
But your sibling is not supposed to put in. Okay, I see what you mean. And that's why I've said, even with this sibling, should be able to note, this is what is happening with my sister, with my brother, and this is what I can do to make their path easy.
Guys, we have gone on for so long. I think hii episode tuta need to revisit.
Yes.
Because hata tujaongea kuhusu boundaries. Where do you get to have boundaries
as
in
you wind up
sisterhood and still feel loved by your sister? So as we wind up,
how do you set boundaries with your siblings? How do you set boundaries with your spouse? How do you set boundaries with your friends?
We'll have to revisit this topic.
But it's been a fun topic.
Yeah, it
kuna watu hapa wanafaa wafunguke roho zaidi. Tunaona vizuri.
Talk to me directly.
Tunawaona.
Aki,
kama message imefika home hakuna haja tuongee direct.
Yeah, so let's wind up. Thank you guys.
Fun facts.
We already had a fun.
The quizzes.
Yeah, a fun quiz. Was that not fun?
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
So let's conclude.
Wow. I'm joking. It was really engaging. It engages your mind.
Thank you guys for staying tuned until the end, and tell us what you think the hierarchy of life should look like.
Spouse.
And do comment down below what you'd like us to discuss when we revisit this topic. Till next time, subscribe,
share, comment.
Please follow our accounts, Instagram, TikTok,
Spotify, everywhere, on all platforms.
Okay, bye guys. Adios, muchachos. Mwah.
Different pages, same book.